everyone, this is Unbiased Opinion, and this is the college football week 4 predictions. Sorry I didn't do a recap for last week or predictions, some stuff got in the way, but I'm going to try my hardest to get these out starting today. So anyway, the first game we have is going to be tomorrow at 9 p.m. Eastern Time, number 10 Utah versus USC. As you know, USC's quarterback is out for the season. They are 2-1 though, 1-0 in the Pac-12, and I think Utah is gonna handle this easily, considering that they did win the Pac-12 South last year, and USC's quarterback was obviously healthy last year. I think this is gonna be another easy win to prove why they are the best in the Pac-12. Next, also at 9 that same day, we have Air Force versus Boise State. I think this is going to be pretty good. According to ESPN, Boise State is a 8.5 point favorite. I do think the game's going to come down to the wire, and I do think that you should tune in, as I would think that will be the best game this Friday. So Boise State is number 20. They are 3-0. They had a scare last week, but they got through it. So I do pick them. Then we have Southern Mississippi and Alabama. I don't even know why they have this on their schedule, but anyway, this is obviously gonna be a blowout. Tua is probably gonna have some nice stats, his touchdown. So no point in predicting that. We have LSU and Vanderbilt. I think this will be an easy win for LSU. They are on the road in Nashville, so we'll see what they can do. Probably going to be a blowout. I think it will be pretty interesting to see this new offense work its magic. See how many points they can score. Next we have Tennessee and Florida. I think Florida wins this game. As bad as they have been playing, I think they will actually blow Tennessee out. I mean, Tennessee hasn't had a good start. I mean, even though the loss of Felipe Franks probably for the whole rest of the season, I do think that their running game will probably stay strong. I do think they can get it to their receivers, and I think they'll probably struggle a little bit at first, but I think by halftime or after halftime they'll get the rhythm and beat Tennessee. So yeah. Then we have Michigan and Wisconsin. I'm going with Wisconsin. Michigan just hasn't looked impressive. I mean, they said last year Shea Patterson was the answer at quarterback for them. I still don't see it. They almost got upset by Army last week, which really wasn't impressive. And this was at home. I'm just not impressed with them to call them a top 15 team. So I think Wisconsin is going to give them a rude awakening. And this is at Wisconsin, by the way. Not sure if College Game Day is going to be here, but might. But yeah, I definitely got Wisconsin. Not sure Michigan's defense can stop Jonathan Taylor. And then we have California versus Ole Miss. California, it is at Ole Miss, but I think California will win barely. Then we have Miami at Ohio State. Ohio State, obviously. Justin Fields has been playing phenomenal. He currently has 9 touchdowns and 657 throwing yards. Passing yards, I mean. Then we have another good game, another SEC game. Auburn and Texas A&M. This is going to be at 3:30 p.m. Eastern Time if you want to watch it. I think it would be both for good defenses. I don't know. I mean, Texas A&M just got beat by Clemson last week. I do think they're going to bounce back and probably win this one in a close game at home. Then we have UCF and Pittsburgh. I think this is going to be another easy win for UCF. They've been playing well. They have Washington and BYU. I'm going with Washington here. even though BYU just upset USC last week. But I'm going with Washington. Then we have SMU and TCU. I'm going with TCU. I haven't watched much of TCU or SMU. Then we have Oregon and Stanford. I'm obviously going with Oregon here. I think this would be a blowout. I mean, Stanford got blown out by UCF last week. And this spread only says Oregon is a 10-point favorite. I think they'll beat them by more than that. This is going to be a wild game. Then we have Virginia, Old Dominion. I think Virginia easily handles this one after a close call last week against Florida State. Then you have Clemson playing an easy game versus Charlotte. Yeah, that's just going to increase Trevor Lawrence's stats and everything. Then you have Oklahoma State and Texas. I think this is going to be an interesting game. I am taking Texas. They are at home. And other than the LSU game, they've been playing pretty solid. So I do think they'll win this game, but I think it'll be close and come down to the wire. That is at 7:30 p.m. Eastern Time if you do want to watch it. Then we have arguably the game of the night, which is at 8 o'clock p.m. in Athens, Georgia, between Notre Dame and the Georgia Bulldogs. This, I think, is going to be a nice game. I think it's going to be back and forth, some defense. And as a Georgia fan, I'm going to give my opinion on this. I do think Jake Fromm's going to have a solid game, and I think the running game will be good. And I think Notre Dame is also going to come to play. I have Georgia by maybe 3 points or 7 points. I don't think this one's going to be a blowout, but I do think the home crowd gives the Bulldogs an edge, and I think they win. Next, we have a Pac-12 South matchup between Colorado and newly ranked Arizona State, which is 3-0. I'm going to go with Arizona State. I think they keep the hot streak alive for at least another week against Colorado, who I think lost to Air Force last week. Then the final matchup at 10:30, UCLA and Washington State. I think Washington State wins this with ease. Blowout, and they are at home as well. UCLA is 0-3, which is not good. So that's that. If I have enough time, let me go through the rankings, which I kind of already did that. Anyway, top 5 is saying Clemson number 1, Alabama number 2, Georgia number 3. 4 is LSU, 5 is Oklahoma, Ohio State at 6, 7 Notre Dame, 8 Auburn, 9 Florida, 10 Utah, Michigan is 11, 12 is Texas, then 13 is Wisconsin, 14 is Penn State, 15 is UCF, 16 is Oregon, 17 is Texas A&M, 18 is Iowa, 19 is Washington State, 20 is Boise State, 21 is Virginia, 22 is Washington, 23 is California, 24 is Arizona State, and 25 is TCU. Kansas State, Oklahoma State, Army, Michigan State, Memphis, Wake Forest. All those teams are receiving votes. So I think it's going to be a good week. I think better than last weekend. There wasn't many big games to watch. So stay tuned for this weekend, and this has been Unbiased Opinion, signing out.